Okay guys, good evening and welcome to our broadcast tonight. We are going to be watching the x5LIVE versus IM Grand Final for the Mwave 5's Domination Cup. I'm GoGoGadget here, of course, with Dr Steve. And Steve, mate, we've seen all the matches up until this point. They've been pretty intense, but this is it.
The final, mate. We've made it. We've made it all the way to the final. And we do see the teams of x5LIVE go up against the undefeated Team Immunity. Great stuff. We're getting ready for the repair tool battle to get into things. Did you want me to quickly run through the road to the finals, or will we cover the rep tool battle first?
I think let's have a look at see how the rep tool battle is going. But I think we could run through the road to the finals just while we've got this countdown ticking down.
Nice one, nice one. Okay, so with X5, in terms of their run-up, they beat Australian infantrymen in the first round. In round 2, they beat Asgard Reborn. In the semi-finals 1, they lost to Team Immunity, and as we saw last week, they beat Virtual Rampage, previously known as Avant. With Team Immunity, they only had a very short run to get to where they are, being undefeated. Beat Ilin Gaming 9 in the first round, Virtual Rampage in the second round, and X5 in the semis. So that's where we are, and that's how we got here today, mate.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a pretty kind of long but definitely intense and pretty enjoyable journey to watch from the matches that we've covered from all these teams. So it's, tonight, of course, x5LIVE versus IM, definitely a bit of kind of rivalry between these two guys, in all different forms of battlefield. And, it looks like we're actually having the rep tool battle now. And there we go, Vertix just destroyed Angus. RCH there, a little bit more than half health left.
Nice work. So we will see that the map choices come up for both the teams very shortly. Wonder what we're going to see in terms of these guys and what they're going to pick. We ran through on the matches for X5 is that they did quite well on this one, Dawnbreaker, and they followed up on what was it on? I believe it was Rogue Transmission to round it out. They were super strong on Rogue, so I don't know whether Immunity are going to steer away from that one, mate.
Yeah, not sure. I think that would be a pretty solid choice for Immunity there. But those Immunity guys, they can definitely adapt. And I know that over the course of this week, I'm pretty sure that they've been getting at least a little bit of prac in. But it seems like any time that we may think that they're not going to be too strong or too confident on a map, then they're definitely the ones that can prove us wrong there. So we'll have to wait and see what these guys pick. Haven't got any picks coming out just yet. Team's just still warming up here on Dawnbreaker, so we'll have to wait and see what picks come out at the start here. And actually, let's just run through the teams.
Yeah, actually, I was just going to say, I'll look at the CG forums in terms of the voting. 45 total votes casted, with 84% in favour of Team Immunity. So that's a big decisive choice by the viewer base there in terms of who is their pick for the night, mate. Yeah,
wow, it certainly is. And I think the viewers, and even x5LIVE from talking to Deluxe & Co last week, I think everyone's confident in Team Immunity apart from Team Immunity. I mean, taking a few questions and answers from a couple of their guys, they were saying that they probably don't think that they're going to win. Whether that's just a little bit of psych, a little bit of reverse psychology, something like that. I'm not sure, but I think everyone else apart from them is really confident that they're going to take this one home.
Yeah, Valzo was saying that he hasn't played all week, been busy with school, and Tico was just saying, can you just give us the match because he needs a new pair of Nike Airs. So those are the comments that we're getting over there at the moment. And what have we got here? The veto coming over from Immunity, from X5 is Lockers, so they've shut that one out as the map to go with, which is probably a good choice on X5's behalf.
Yeah, I like that. I like that bit of Lockers. I mean, I am, of course, very, very strong with the Inf. Facing them on Lockers, not really something, not a map that x5LIVE are kind of particularly excited about from what we've seen in the past. I'm trying to remember who it was. Was it in the semis, I want to say, that played x5LIVE on Lockers? Or maybe quarters, something like that. But yeah, I think that's definitely a good veto there coming out from X5. So I have to wait and see what I am what move IM makes right now, what they veto out. So what do you think, Dr. Steve, again, what maps would be good to veto out away from XL5?
In terms of the for IM, what's probably best for them. So I've heard that they've got a bit of confidence on the Goldmund Railway. You were saying that they don't have any problems with road transmission, which should be good to see. I think Zavod would be interesting for both teams, being that that splits things up with the underground walkways and those sorts of things.
Yep,
So
yep.
I think for my mind that would be one of the better ones to try and cover. Especially for me, because I'm not in the camera van and having to do the free cam through the tunnels, mate. So it's not too bad for the spectacle, and also for this different strategies that come into play, because you're not just running around the buildings. You do have the ability to change it up and duck underground. So look, there's still a lot of choices out there. We haven't seen all of these guys on all of the maps, and we don't know what they've been practicing or what they've been doing. There we go. Their veto has come up from Shaddy on Goldmund Railway. So and thank God, coming over from Deluxe, so I guess that was one that X5 weren't too keen on either, so that might have been a wasted veto by the guys from Immunity there, mate.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, who knows? Like we've seen, I mean, maybe I am just kind of going with the hype, going with what they'd heard as well, and just vetoing out Goldmund, but either way, we're not going to be seeing it tonight. So what's left in the pool? We've got, I think for a first map choice here, is XL5's choice for the first map?
Well, I didn't say, who won the, oh, no, it's Immunity.
No,
so
that's right, of course,
is asking for a map choice, yeah, so it'll be coming over from them. So what do we got? We've got Paracel Storm, we've got Dawnbreaker that we're on at the moment, Lankang Dam, Rogue Transmission, and Zavod 311.
Okay, so I think IM situation, yeah, I think a nice Zavod would probably work pretty well with them. A little bit similar to Lockers in that, like you said, it's got all those close range, close quarter combat sort of areas in it, little tunnels underneath.
Paracel Storm.
Paracel Storm is the call then. Wow, there we go. So. Oh, it's been a while actually since I've seen a Dommy on Paracel, but it's going to be pretty interesting between these two guys. I'm not too sure how to call it, because of course you've got the kind of longer range, I want to say, close combat, from the buildings to that C flag on top of the little mound, and lots of little hidey holes in those buildings as well. So we'll have to see how this one plays out.
It's probably a bit more open than a lot of the other maps, maybe similar a little bit to a Rogue Transmission in that it being quite open and a lot of free area to traverse. But look, I think both of these teams are up for it. They're both consummate professionals, and we will see them getting into this map and getting ready to go live shortly. So let's run through the lineups now. I'll cover the guys on X5 on the US side at the moment, but they'll probably switch around. We've got Angus, we've got Tico, Deluxe, Floor Massacre, and Optimal. Over there on Team Immunity. Over
on IM side, we have Daffet, Shady NZ, Valzo, Vertix, and System playing here tonight for these guys on this first map. Of course, it wouldn't be unexpected to see them maybe subbing out. I do believe, if the second or third map does call for it, they've got a pretty flexible roster. So it looks like just getting confirmation now. The ticket count's all good, and we will be live on restart right here. So just taking a look, we've got, yeah, so there we are. We've run through the teams now, and it looks like IM will be ready in 2 minutes. So I think while we've got a bit of a 2-minute break here, we're going to put on some music, and as soon as we get back live, we will be bringing all the action to you guys. Stay tuned. Okay guys, here we are. Teams are ready. We're getting right into the action here for the first map of the mwave.com.au 5v5 Grand Final. And we are live. We have restarted the server. Everyone's ready, Dr. Steve, and I am pumped.
16 seconds left. Shout out to the tournament sponsors, AMD, Asus, and Kingston HyperX. 10 seconds remaining as these guys are getting ready. The blue side, the US side, Team IM. On the red side, China is Exile 5. 3 seconds remaining as these guys get ready to roll out. And where are they going to head? We've got the guys from IM. We've got Vertix heading over towards the C point. Everyone else is heading over to A, and it looks like it's going to be a bit of a melee on there with 3 guys also from X5 coming in. First kills are coming over shortly. There we go. Deluxe with the Scar H on Shaddy. We've got System taking down Tico with the Shorty 12G, getting up close and personal. Deluxe with another Scar kill on Valzo. Optimal taking down System. And it looks like we will have the guys from X5 getting the early cap on that A point to complement their already capped up B point. So this is good stuff from X5, getting 2 caps on the rollout and moving into the central area to take the fight to Team Immunity, mate.
Yeah, great start there from XL5. They've got those 2 flags under their control. And no, Tico, I think he just swapped to his launcher right there, but there are a few too many guys on the stairs in the meantime. Floor and Angus RCH deal with them and keep the B flag in XL5's position. Tico just poking out there with his Scar as Valzo got a kill, and Angus took down Vertix again on that B point. Seems like this is where all the action's at. 2 members, 3 members have spawned here onto IM. Shady NZ goes down. Valzo manages to take down Tico from that side, having a bit of close quarters action here. Optimal took down Vertix, and there is only 1 IM member left on the flag, but that's enough to cap that one up there for IM. The C flag is now in their possession, and it looks like they're going to see if they can potentially hold a B and C cap right here, mate.
It looks like they're going to come under a bit of pressure on the C point. We've got Floor, Optimal, and also another one of the guys from X5 making the push onto that cap zone now. IM are responding. Tico takes down Vertix, Shaddy taking down Floor Massacre. So it looks like Tico and Optimal are there, and they've capped that up with Optimal taking down Shaddy. So that's going to be good stuff from there. Valzo is coming back in defense for IM, looking over at that C point, seeing what he can do. He's staying back a bit as here we go. The Storm is rolling in, mate. A and B held up by the guys from Team Immunity. 225 reads 228. A very slight lead to the guys on XL5 at the moment.
Yeah, it is, and in the meantime, Valzo, they're pushing onto this C point. Did manage to get a kill, taken down though by Tico. In the meantime, Deluxe got down there as well, but it looks like the C flag is still in possession of IM right now, and as the Storm's coming in, they are in a very slight ticket lead, only 4 tickets in the blue right there. IM is XL5, they've only got this B flag, you know, under a little bit of fire coming across the map, although they end up winning those firefights. Optimal, and I think that was Deluxe, taking down 1 member of IM each. Now they're going to be pushing onto this C flag right here and maintaining the B hold, so there's no IM members near C, so they're going to have that one pretty much for free. And XL5, they're kind of perched in the buildings right here. They've got some nice kind of defensive positions, hiding behind these walls, really using them to try and hold these points, although it looks like IM have responded really well, taken back that C point.
Yeah, Vertix and Valzo made the in there and did a great job, although we do have Angus from X5 moving on to that A point. He's getting a slow solo cap from there, but B's also being capped up by System from Team Immunity. So it looks like we're going to have a bit of a change around on the A and B points as now X5 are responding over onto this B point, starting to get some kills over. Optimal with a double Ace 52, taking down System and Valzo. Great work from that man, and Optimal will be securing up that cap on B, getting that one back in the possession of the XL5 team. 218 tickets reads 202 in favour of Team Immunity at this stage, Gadget.
Yeah, that's right. In the meantime, Floor Massacre just went down there to the push from Vertix on towards this B flag building right here. As we can see, the building getting a little bit levolutioned from a couple of the grenades and the spam that's coming across from IM there, as we are going to be seeing Deluxe going down there to system in this building. Optimal is here as well, and he's going to be capping up this B point pretty soon. In fact, x5LIVE already have it, but it is being capped up by IM. I think that's Dafford around there, maybe with a few more members spawning onto him, but there we are. He's facing the wrong way. Optimal takes system down, and that is going to be x5LIVE's point. No, Optimal actually goes down. In the meantime, we've got 2 IM members near that B flag in the buildings there, putting the pressure onto Deluxe. One jumps down. Deluxe sees if he can pick with a Scar. Doesn't work out. Valzo takes him down, and that is an AB cap now for x5LIVE.
Great rotation though for x5LIVE, pushing over onto the C point as they're losing B. So good work from them. They knew that Deluxe was the last man standing and under heavy fire, so they swapped around, capped up that C, and left themselves with a flag. A point is where the action is heading now though, as IM have made their way over there. We've got Shaddy in the mix, we've got Dafford in there as well, and Tico's just about to round the corner now, having a quick look over. He fires off a smoke grenade, a shorty 12G, and manages to take down Shaddy. So great work from Tico in those trenches at the moment, keeping a bit of pressure on the other guys from Immunity, but gets wiped out. Valzo with the AEK taking him down. So again, I am holding that A and B flag and trying to get themselves in position to lock down. Angus making his way on foot towards the B point, and I think this is going to be an awesome firefight to see in a moment.
Yeah, it is, and Valzo right here, he's going to be clashing with Angus there as the B point is neutralised. Got a couple of the x5LIVE guys hiding around those boxes. Valzo sees if he can poke them, gets one. That's going to be Optimal going down. We've got, oh, there we are. Valzo getting taken down by Angus RCH. They're doing work with a double kill with the AEK. Gets the revs up. That's x5LIVE's point to keep, I should say, and leaves them still with a 2-1 cap, and this match made 180 tickets, reads 183. We are in for a blinder of a grand final.
It's going to seesaw backs and forwards the whole time. Both of these teams are very evenly matched, and their strategies are quite similar. Their ability to rotate around, put the pressure on where it's needed has been great. So these guys are just having a great lot of fun, and we're enjoying covering it at the moment. The lockdown from x5LIVE's looking quite good at the moment. They do have guys in quite good defensive positions, as Angus is looking over from the B point, gets some defensive shots and takes down Shaddy as he was making his way on foot. He's going to come up against someone else now, but it looks like Vertix has taken down Optimal, but Optimal took down System. So great work there as I am struggling to get themselves in position to cap on B. It looked like they were in with a shot a moment ago, but Ico's just got spawn killed. He spawned up and gone straight down, so great work from Dafford as he moves into the B flag to secure a cap there and get Team Immunity off the bleed. 154 reads 178 in favour of Team x5LIVE there, Gadget.
Yes, x5LIVE with that slight advantage now, though Daff doing a good job on this A flag with his Scar H right there, taking down a few members, gets taken down though, although it looks like System there with the FAMAS actually is enough to back him up. Tico, the last x5LIVE member standing on this A flag. We have 3 IM guys there, although Tico with a shorty takes out System, doing work there. I'm loving Tico's kind of variety in weapons so far. He's used that grenade launcher, but he does eventually go down as well. That smoke launcher, I should say, as Dafford takes him down, and that flag is going to be capped up again by IM, so it looks like IM are the ones going to be holding the 2 cap here, and they do definitely need to kind of keep up with x5LIVE in the tickets on this first map, and it looks like that's what they're going to be doing right now as they try and defend this C point, mate.
Yeah, it looks like Nico's making his way on foot. He's got no one with him at the moment, and he's successfully hid himself around the back with no one really to be seen in there in defence. Actually, there is Shaddy NZ in there in defence, but it looks like, here we go, Tico's making the way on foot, and he might be able to get himself in a good position. No, he's been sorry, no, that was Shaddy that went down there. So it looks like x5 are going to be able to get themselves in position to cap onto the C point, holding A, capping on C, and B looks like it's going grey at the moment. So no one's got that one in their favour. But you know what? I think this might be a good time if we can get the coverage, if we can get the cross over to Team Immunity's TeamSpeak server to see what's going on there in terms of comms.
That's right. Okay, guys, let's have a look. What is going through Team Immunity's comms?
stairs.
Yeah.
He's tagged.
On
He
C.
goes up in the stairs on Vertix's building.
And
They're on
they
C, guys. Need
He
to
just
go.
flash banged. I'm
No,
gonna
he's a
spawn on
smoke.
spawn.
Go A, go.
I spawned on A, I spawned on A.
Go away. Go away.
Go, 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 go.
On my body, I got insecure.
Make sure you defend B.
Blow your building, Dapper.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to like watch 3 fucking angles.
Okay, there we are. So we heard a little bit of Strats kind of mainly position reporting there over on IM's side. So it looks like they are going to be continuing to hold those that A and B point right there, and it was good to get a little bit of kind of competitive insight as Tico actually goes down there to Systems FAMAS.
Fantastic stuff, and it looks like the guys from Team Immunity have got themselves back with 2 flags. That A and B point again, that seems to be their favourites to hold on to. Scorecard reads 125 to 129 in favour of Exile 5, but only just. Exile 5 are getting themselves in a good position to be able to attack onto this B point, but it looks like massive stuff from Valzo there. AEK 971 getting a trip kill, taking down Angus, Optimal, Floor Massacre. Massive stuff from the Valzo man, wiping out that X5 squad before they were even able to get a chance to push onto B. So great stuff there, and X5 look like they're rotating over onto the A point, but having to send someone up in defense over to the C point as Valzo made the push up there. Optimal's taken down Valzo, and that means that C point will be able to get recapped, and A's also been secured up by the guys from Exile 5, but coming under a little bit of fire as Daffit makes his way over and manages to help out Shaddy with the kill on Angus and Tico. So I am re-securing that A and B point there, Gadget.
Yeah, good play there by IM, and I'd assume they're just going to try and lock this one down right here. Just taking a look at their positions on the map. Seems like that's what IM's plan is right now, just to, you know, hold those bleed on, keep it up, and, you know, just, yeah, bleed XL5 out. Although X5, they're making a move now on the B point. We've got Deluxe, a couple of members spawning on him. Deluxe actually goes down. That's 2 kills to IM. Valzo taking down Optimal as well, although that was actually Floor taking down Daffit, who's also moving around the B point. IM have 2 guys here. Can Floor take them out? System in a bad spot, but gets kind of revenge there by Valzo on that point. So that will be IM continuing to take control of this B point. 115 tickets, Reds 95. Still a very, very close margin.
Yeah, it looks like IM have got themselves a nice little buffer now that they'll want to hold on to, is that those couple of stanzas there, the pushes from Exile 5 weren't probably as successful as they wanted, so we are going to have to see them regroup and get themselves in a good position to push onto that B point. We do have them coming in now. Floor Massacre's on foot, having a little bit of a run around, but he's being strafed from behind by Shaddy. We've also got Tico up in the building next to that B point, who will be providing some support, some Overwatch support for Floor Massacre as he almost sorts out that cap on B. Yep, there we go. Just capped up now, but C has gone to the hands of Team Immunity, and it looks like the guys from Exile 5 are going to have to respawn in and go again. Deluxe has come in close to the C point, so that's a good spot for him and his teammates to start to spawn in, so they can push over onto C and cap that one up comfortably. It looks like a lot of the guys from Team Immunity and Deadpool are just spawning in now to push onto that B point, Gadget.
Yeah, okay, so that B point now is getting capped up by Team Immunity. They've got 4 guys around there, although it looks like Exile 5 are going to be capping up that C point in return. Floor Massacre taking a little bit of fire there, down to 18 HP. Gets up though with, looks like the ace there, seeing if he can get a bit of covering fire across, and Tico takes out Valzo with a scar there as well, although it looks like the A flag might be the focus from Floor Massacre here, although he sees Shady coming up the stairs. Makes quick work of him, and the B flag now is where he's going to rotate to. A couple of guys coming in behind him though. Valzo takes him out. That's going to be Floor going down, and IM continuing to hold this 2 flag cap. Now the ticket lead is starting to look pretty serious. 110 tickets, Reeds 46. So, you know, Exile 5, they definitely need to try something soon, I think, mate.
Yeah, and they're coming under even more pressure, X5, as we've got 3 guys now, Valzo, Shaddy, and there was one other one, System, who's just been taken down. Oh, good work. They're coming over from Floor Massacre, taking down 2 of the guys from IM that were pushing over onto the C point. Shaddy's the last man standing. He's just been wiped out. But it looks like a lot of those guys from IM were pushing up towards C point. Deluxe is going head-to-head with another one. No, he's just taking him out. So Deluxe with the double kill, Scar H taking down Vertix and System, both with headshots. So the accuracy supreme coming over from Deluxe. So B and C are now held up by x5LIVE. They need to hold on to these ones for as long as possible to get that margin down, 92 to 38 in favour of Team Immunity at this stage. Gadget.
Yeah, Team Immunity really doing work right now. They've found sort of their step and they are sticking to it. Although right now x5LIVE are the ones with the 2 flag cappers. Deluxe gets put under a little bit of fire from the top there, but he manages to take out Vertix coming around the corner. Shoots a few rounds off into Tico actually. A little bit worrisome there, but luckily enough for Tico, he didn't drop, so he's not going to be too unhappy, as Valzo, though, is leading the charge into this C point here. Sees one member, takes him down. That's going to be Deluxe going down, although Optimal with the frag onto Valzo gets him down, as his C flag is soon going to be capped up by IM, although it looks like x5LIVE, they are kind of returning to defend this. They've got at least one guy in the mix there, as Valzo's getting pretty low. Sees if he can go for the flank around the back of that defensive building, although it looks like the x5LIVE member was taken down there, as IM do get that cap. Although right now x5LIVE, they managed to claw a bit of the ticket lead back, 66 to 32 at the moment, and you know, if they can keep this up, then they still definitely have the potential to win this first half.
Yeah, they do, but the beach has come on from Immunity, but it's just been wiped out. Tico getting a double with the frag grenade. System and Valzo both going down as they were capping up onto that B point. So here we go. It gives the guys from x5 a chance to re-secure that one. Holding 2 flags now, x5. They're in a good position. They just need to lock down. And it looks like I am a little bit disjointed at the moment, working out whether they want to go to B or A. But it looks like A is the push. We've got Shaddy in there. We've got Daffod in there. So they're making their way around to see what they're able to do. We've also got Tico making his way up to the C point to see whether these guys can get a trip cap. So this is going to be interesting stuff. Valzo's just spawned in for IM, and a few guys spawning off him now, and they've managed to take down Tico. System was one of Valzo's friends that managed to get the kill there and get the pressure off that C point. And A's also being capped up now by Shaddy and Daffod for Team Immunity. So again, the guys from x5 are only holding on to one flag. 47 tickets reads 25, Gadget.
Wow, so very, very close, coming right down to the wire right here, as the C flag is now the focus of IM. System takes down Optimal with the FAMAS. He's going to have to reload after that one. That's going to give who do we have here? Looks like Tico a chance to get a couple of frags out. The explosives man from x5LIVE pokes around, although a flank from Shady NZ gets him down. 2 other members of x5LIVE are pushing down, though, taking a bit of fire from the side. That's going to be Shady taking down Optimal there, and System making short work of Deluxe so that they can cap up this flag again. And right now, x5LIVE, they've only got 13 tickets left, 12 now, only 1 flag in their control, mate. I don't think it's too long until we see IM take this first half.
No, the music is playing now. Angus is getting a little bit of a cap onto the A point. Daffod's responding, coming around to have a look, see if he can track him down. So these guys are going to go head-to-head in a moment. Daffod's not really sure where he's gone, and still having a look around. Here we go, head-to-head. Nice early work there, but Daffod with the shorty 12G taking down Angus. Great stuff there, and it looks like IM will get a trip cap to round out this one. 46 tickets to 0 in favour of Team Immunity. First round of the first map, Parasail Storm.
Yeah, really good half there for IM, and they're going to be pretty happy with that. Let's take a look at the scoreboard, though, see who went huge. So over on the IM side, wow, that is going to be Valzo, I think, yes, dropping a 38 for 21 KD right there, so really doing work. We had Daffod going 21 for 7, and Vertix as well, 21 for 16, so a bit of a mixed bag for IM, but Valzo getting the kills on the board, mate.
Yeah, that's right. Looking over on x5LIVE, Tico leading the way, 26 kills, 21 deaths, 23 and 21 for Deluxe as well. So those two were doing most of the heavy lifting. Optimal got in there as well with 22 kills, so I won't discount him. But yeah, look, that was pretty even overall. I think that just in the middle of the match there, X5 struggled to hold on to 2 flags for enough time, and that bleed just got the better of them. 46 tickets, you know, it is a third of what the ticket margin is. We only a little bit more, sorry, a little bit less than that, but it's you know, it's still a margin that they need to work with. They need to try and play catch up in the second round. It's probably not the ideal position for them to be in. Yeah,
no, that's right, absolutely. It's I think they're definitely going to be pretty comfortable coming into this second round after that. It seemed like, you know, at the start of that first round, you know, we saw IM just kind of finding their groove. Like we said, you know, some of their players not having played too much this week, not being able to play that too much. So after a little bit of a kind of warm up, should we say, in the first half of the round, they really got their got their act together, got those caps, got those double caps, and did the work. So right now I'm going to be rolling out here with IM now on the southern side of the island, as it looks like they are sending a couple of guys over to the A flag, where we'll see the first confrontation right here. Valzo gets a grenade off, a few grenades come his way. Tico gets a first kill with the Scar H, and it looks like we're getting a bit of a flank here happening from one of the x5LIVE guys. He's going to see, oh no, he doesn't quite see it there. There we are, that is going to be Deluxe taking down Shady for another few kills. It looks like the A flag is firmly in x5LIVE's hands.
No, yes, so you're right. And they've got A and C, and they're pushing over to B now. So great opening stanza from the guys on x5LIVE, the blue side this round, while I reacquaint myself with colours. Yeah, we've got X5 also, Tico making the push over onto that B flag now and capping that one up as C is exchanged. Immunity recapturing that C flag and getting themselves in a position to push back towards B. But it was a nice swap over there that those guys did. But X5 again doing nice work in this opening stanza and able to get themselves 2 flags and try and get an early ticket advantage. Pushing down now, Immunity having a little bit of struggles getting through the mess there. Shady takes down Optimal on his way through, as Tico also took down Valzo. But it looks, here we go, lots of action on that B point. Looks like there's about 3 or 4 guys from Immunity in there at the moment, Gadget.
Yeah, doing work, and that's going to be, I think, who was that just went down? Floor Massacre going down to the Ace-23 of Vertix, and he couldn't quite get that Shorty 12G out fast enough, or couldn't quite get it to connect there. So that is going to be IM securing up that B flag. They only have that B flag at the moment though, as it's going to be System trying with a FAMAS, doesn't quite manage to get Optimal there. That's not good news for him. Optimal with a nice shooting, nice reaction time with that Ace-52, taking him down and kind of halting that push on towards that C flag, as it looks like we just had a trade there in the buildings. And taking a look now over towards his A flag, Valzo gets the revive back on, pushing on towards A, sees someone, doesn't quite connect with those shots from his AEK, so he's going to retreat a little bit, get the reload happening, and focus.
Trip cap.
Wow, yeah, focus back on the B. It's like their trip cap, mate.
Yeah, great work from x5LIVE. They've managed to get the trip, and they're holding on quite tightly at the moment. B flag's got Valzo making the push over now. Deluxe is responding, and it looks like he'll be able to get himself in position to take off some shots shortly. Valzo may get the cap up. Yes, he's got a mate that spawned in. Vertix is there with him, and we've also got Daffet and Shady that have gone over to the A point. So I am getting themselves away from a trip cap and actually securing 2 flags of their own. 234 tickets reads, 193 in favour of Team x5LIVE in this second round, Gadget.
Yeah, and it looks like now x5LIVE have kind of cleaned out the rest of IM that were on that B flag. Going to be capping that one up now, although IM, they're looking pretty mobile right now, just kind of spawning in and around that A flag and rotating, just kind of deciding where they want to go. It looks like they're going to split, send a couple of guys over towards that B flag. That's going to be Daffet, though, going down to Optimal, I think, and another couple of guys engaged in some fire right here. Floor Massacre took down Shady, I think maybe over near that C flag, as we're seeing lots of fire coming out from around there, as Vertix and I think that is also Daffet push on towards this C flag. It looks like they've got this one secured up.
Yeah, and I think it's a bit unlucky for the guys from X5. They've got spawns that probably weren't the best for them, so they're having to run a long distance to get themselves in position on the map, and that's why we see Team Immunity with a trip cap of their own. So we do have Deluxe and Tico making their way over to the A point. B point was having a little bit of firefight at the moment. Valzo took down Floor Massacre, and Angus took down System, but and Angus getting another one actually. as Valzo took
onto
him
Optimal.
down. So yeah, lots of stuff happening there, mate.
Yeah, I think Angus there accidentally got the TK onto Optimal, and looks like he wasn't able to revive him either, so not too good news there. But looks like x5LIVE now, the focus is on this C flag. They're pushing up at a bit of a dangerous location though. Fire coming in from all sides onto them as Daffert took down one, and looks like the rest of the push has kind of subsided there. x5LIVE, you know, that path that they chose, it was just coming under a crossfire of 3 different guys from IM. That's going to be Tico, the last one going down from that, and IM with a nice defense there, holding, I was just about to say, holding 2 flags as that B flag gets dropped, and x5LIVE start the cap onto that one. That's going to be Vertix taking down Optimal there. A few more shots put out, but right now x5LIVE are the ones with the double cap.
Yes, but it looks like push coming over from IM. 3 guys onto that A point, and they've got that one graded, and they'll be securing it up very shortly. Daffert's system, and we do have, I'm not able to click on him at the moment because he's hiding under an X5 player, so these guys are having a little bit of fun in the building. Valzo in there, hiding in one of the back rooms, and here we go. We do have some action in these buildings as Angus has a bit of a look around, and he'll come head to head with one of the guys very shortly, but it looks like his mate upstairs, it might have been Deluxe, traded with Shaddy in and around there. So Team Immunity have got 2 flags again, so they're getting themselves in a good position to draw the scorecard level. At the moment it reads 180 to 169, a small buffer for the guys on x5LIVE, but 46 tickets was the margin in the first round, so they need to keep their head above water in that respect, mate.
Yeah, and in the meantime though, on this C point, it looks like x5LIVE have been doing a really good job of defending this one out, and that's you know, exactly what they need to do. They need to, I'd say, get a lead early on in this half, so they've just got a little bit more room to move as Optimal actually goes down there to Valzo's AEK, and the C point is defended by 1 man from x5LIVE. In the meantime, Angus RCH, the 1 man, cupping up the B flag for x5LIVE, as in the meantime System takes out Deluxe. Angus is not going to be able to cap this one out. From behind, gets taken out, and right now IM are going to be able to get that double cap up again and continue the pressure onto x5LIVE.
Yeah, we just see the scorecard go level 166 also. The buffer that x5LIVE was sitting on before has all but disappeared, and they're having to push really hard to get themselves in position to get a second flag. I've got a few of their guys in and around the building at the moment, making the push out to B. Tico's there, Angus is there, and it looks like they're losing the C point in the meantime, and having to respawn some guys back there to keep an eye on Vertix. So Optimal and Deluxe have spawned up, having to rush over to C. Vertix has left the scene, so all x5 can do is recapture that point and hope they can regroup for a push onto the A and B points. But this trip cap's lasting a bit longer than they'd want. 140 tickets reads 143, sorry, reads 165 in favour of Team Immunity now for the first time in the match, Gadget.
Yeah, and you can see the Team Immunity right there, you know, making the good play, not kind of overextending, not trying to defend the 3 points, just, you know, being content with the 2, and that's really worked out for them at the moment, as it looks like they've just cleared out the B flag. Going to be able to recap that one as well, just after Floor Massacre there gets taken down by Vertix. So once again, I am in the lead with that double cap. Going to be coming up very, very soon on the B flag. In fact, it looks like one of the members just forgot to stay in there long enough, so System is going to have to go back there, finish the cap off. In the meantime, x5LIVE looks like their focus is on towards this B flag, getting a bit of fire from Angus on towards that building across from him, as the B flag now not really defended too well by IM, as Optimal takes down System. Valzo gets Tico, and Floor takes out Valzo in response, kind of around this B flag right here, as it looks like x5LIVE might just have control of it.
Yep, there we go. Optimal secured up the cap. Deluxe has come back in defense. So good work from x5, getting themselves 2 flags and off the bleed. And it looks like IM are going to respond. We're taking down Floor Massacre. Valzo doing the work there. Shaddy taking down Tico. Vertix taking down Optimal. So it's almost a squad wipe as IM make their way to the C point to start capping that one up, and they'll have that one secured shortly. Floor Massacres just spawning in for X5 with Tico up around that C point, so they'll be making the push in there to try and recap on that point. We've also got Optimal that's come in for X5 to re-push onto C. Everyone from IM has cleared off there and making their way over onto the B point where Angus and Deluxe are sitting. So they're coming head-to-head right now as Tico takes down Daffit, Deluxe takes down Vertix, and X5 are actually sitting with 2 flags in their favour. So that's good for them because the scoreboard wasn't looking so pretty a moment ago. 120 tickets reads 145 in favour of the guys from Team Immunity, but X5 are clawing back some tickets now that they've got the 2 flag advantage, Gadget.
Yeah, so x5LIVE, that's definitely what they need to do at the moment, like we said. So it's going to be Deluxe there, taking down one of the IM guys over near that B flag, and they might even be trying for a triple cap right here. There's a couple of guys moving towards the A flag, although they've got 3 IM members kind of hanging around the sort of forested, vegetated areas of C. Angus RCH takes down Daffit, Tico takes down Valzo, the last man standing there is System, taken down by Deluxe. No, in fact, Vertix is still up, takes down Deluxe in response, and this C flag, though, still in x5LIVE's favour, and that A flag now, looks like x5LIVE had sent Optimal there to try and defend it. Not going to do... Oh, does manage to get one, in fact. Shady going down there, but System takes him down instead. So IM have managed to hold that A flag in their control. And right now, x5LIVE doing a really good job. The scores are level again. Such a tight first map.
It is. And here we go. IM are regrouping and making the push. It looks like they're going to try and squeeze through those buildings to head over to the B point. We've only got one person, Shady, making his way up towards C, getting some fire over on the Optimal man and taking him down. So a couple of the guys now from X5 are responding. Angus is coming up behind the 2 IM guys and managing to take down Shady. Floor Massacre taking down System. So great response there. Vertix taking down Angus at distance from the top of one of those buildings as Deluxe takes down Valzo. B point was great for a moment, but it looks like the guys, Deluxe is getting the cap done on that one, taking down Valzo and getting the cap secured up on B point. So again, 2 flags advantage to X5, but a massive push coming over now for Immunity, pushing 4 guys onto that C point now. 2 of them just been wiped out by Angus, Vertix and Shady both going down, Optimal taking down Valzo, and Floor Massacre taking down Daffit. So wiped off the map. Fantastic defense from X5 at this stage of the match, Gadget.
Yeah, and it looks like that that failed push there from IM might even cost them a triple cap for a short amount of time, as that A flag is now being capped up, and I think x5LIVE are going to be able to take that, as now the C flag, though, is the focus of IM. Floor Massacre doing his best to defend it, not going to be able to, as Daffit takes down Floor Massacre, Vertix takes down Daff, but with a rev straight after that, so not to worry. Although x5LIVE, they did have that triple cap for a short period of time there, they've still got the double, so the pressure is still on Team Immunity. We're seeing a 113 to 74 ticket margin at the moment, and Immunity, going to be a little bit more uncomfortable now. x5LIVE, they've got the game faces on it, and they kind of always seem to be in control of of 2 points for just more time than Immunity, of course, and they're really playing well at the moment.
They have, but it looks like if this may be the turning point if X5 are not able to hold it together, because we do see Immunity holding 2 flags, we do see them, X5 scrambling a little bit, but they may be getting some people. We've got 3 troops moving up onto the C point and getting that one capped up, coming under a little bit of fire from Valzo, but Valzo's retreating off, but going head-to-head with Deluxe and winning that battle. Valzo with the AEK971, as looking back over onto the A point, Vertix is getting a solo cap done on that point now, whilst Optimal is getting a solo himself. Actually, he's just had Deluxe spawn off him now onto that B point. So X5 have traded the A and B points and are holding 2 in their favour. 97 tickets reads 63. A margin, but not enough at this stage. 46, remember, viewers, is the magic number. Gadget, what's happening on that B point?
Well, taking a look here, Deluxe with his scar putting some sort of suppressive fire in towards the opposite buildings, where you can see a couple of the IM guys, as Optimal takes down 2 members with that Ace 52 carbine doing work there, and this B flag is now going to be controlled by x5LIVE, as they've just secured it up. No more IM guys left kind of on it, although Valzo is fairly close, kind of getting the med packs on. He's fairly low, chucks out a grenade, looks around with that AEK, seeing if he can spot any x5LIVE members that might be pushing up. But there, you know, it's a nice control play here from x5LIVE. Although control play is not going to win you firefights, as Tico just got destroyed by Valzo. Valzo still on 86 health after that engagement. Really doing work there, as the B flag is now capped up again by Team Immunity, and A is now the focus of Team x5LIVE.
Yeah, A has just been secured up by X5 now, and they're deciding where to push now. They're a bit scattered. We've got 3 guys in the open heading towards B. We've got Angus heading up towards C by himself. He's going to come head-to-head with Shaddy in a moment, and Shaddy wins that encounter with his Scar H. So here we go. Optimal and Tico making the push over onto B. They're in cap radius and starting to do the business on that flag. Valzo's coming over in response and takes down Optimal, but Tico's there in response, wiping him out. Deluxe takes down Vertix as well. So still a lot of stuff happening, and looks like Tico's just taken down, no, someone else took down Daffet. It was Deluxe that took down Daffet, as X5 are moving in position to get themselves a second flag and secure that B point. So that's good stuff from them, and it means that I am pushing out from that C point to get themselves over. It looks like A is where their focus is, but they're being kept at bay with long distance shots from a lot of the guys on X5. So this is the prime opportunity for X5 to try and enact a lockdown, try and get themselves in a position where they're happy to defend, and it looks like they're doing that at the moment there, Gadget.
Yeah, really getting some more kills on the board, winning those firefights at this really crucial time of the match right now, as System now from Team Immunity pushing in towards this A flag, sees one, can't quite take him down, so ducks over the wall there again, and that is going to be a firefight won by Deluxe with his Scar. Really is doing work tonight, although 2 of the IM guys, I think they just saw Deluxe duck into those trenches back there. This A flag still is in x5LIVE's possession, not for long though, as Daffet takes down Deluxe, and it looks like this A flag now is going to be capped up by IM. They really need to. The ticket bleed is really heavy on the IM side. 25 tickets they are down to, so you know they don't have much room to maneuver right here in terms of the ticket count. I think we're potentially going to be seeing x5LIVE, if they can hold this, mate, take out the second half.
It's going to be super close from both of the teams at stage. It looks like IM are holding 2 flags, but X5 kicking back and getting a little bit of a cap over on A now. Floor Massacre's by himself, but managing to do the business there. Deluxe is exchanging shots with a couple of the guys from IM, moving their way through the CA passage. Looks like Tico's taken down Vertix, Deluxe taking down System, as now 2 guys from IM capping up onto that B point. Angus is coming in response now. Deluxe takes down System, Valzo takes down Optimal, Angus takes down Daffet, as these guys are now locked in a massive fight over this B point, and this may be one of the deciding battles here. 48 tickets only remaining for the guys on x5LIVE. 46 was the magic number in the first round. 13 tickets still remaining for the guys on Team Immunity. 47 tickets now, mate. I think it's going to be a hard ask not to lose another ticket for x5LIVE, Gadget.
Yeah, very, very hard right here, and it looks like Team Immunity, they've kind of grouped up. They get the kill that they needed on towards that B flag, although Deluxe did manage to take out System in response. Is he going to be able to get this next kill? No, he's not. Shady NZ there, helped by another guy from x5LIVE, although the tickets is down to 2. We need 46. x5LIVE can still do it. Are we going to see this last ticket there? No, we can. None of the x5LIVE guys are alive.
He's going to do it, mate.
Oh, wow. There we go. What an intense end there to that second half of the map. That is going to be IM just by the skin of their teeth taking out that one.
Oh, look, it's still going out a little bit more, and it looks like x5 are going to have to get a couple of extra kills, get the 2 kills, or at least wipe everyone out so they have to spawn back in, because the bleed's taking hold of it. But that was so close. 2 tickets was the margin. That's all that x5 needed to get out of Immunity, and Immunity just wouldn't budge. So here we go. We'll just wait for x5 to cap up on another point and let the bleed do the rest of the work. Now we've had someone spawn in. It looks like Valzo and Daffet have spawned in now to try and recap on the points and stretch this out just a little bit longer, prolong the pain for Team x5LIVE, mate.
Yeah, there we go, and that is actually going to be Deluxe taking down Valzo, and x5LIVE still just up with that 1 ticket remaining on IM's side, so looks like Where are we? Deluxe now finally pushing in towards that C flag, getting the cap on. That is going to bleed down that last ticket as Optimal with a shorty takes out Daffit. Finally, the round is complete. 14 tickets in the end of it, but you know, a very, very close kind of end as we saw there, with only 2 tickets remaining for x5LIVE. So that is going to be IM taking out the first half right here on Paracel Storm. And we'll have to wait and see what their second map choice is.
Yeah, that's it. I'll run through the scoreboard very quickly. On X5, we had Deluxe leading the way, 27-14 for that man. Angus doing a good job as well, 20 kills and 16 deaths. Over on IM, who was doing the heavy lifting there?
Over on IM side, we had Valzo once again going big, 31-21. System didn't quite have a good second half there, 12-21. Although Vertix going pretty good, 18-14, and the rest of IM just kind of going around about even. That's Daffit and Shady NZ there. But once again, you know, Valzo more than 10 tickets above, 10 kills I should say, above his peers. So, you know, that man is a wizard with the AEK.
He loves that stuff, and it looks like the chat coming over from Deluxe saying we're the kings of dropouts losing matches. So it may have been Tico, because he was sitting with a lower score than I would normally see him. He may have dropped out at some stage through that one, which would have really hampered the X5 effort. So if that is the case, it would have been even closer, mate.
Yeah, no, absolutely, it would have been, and could have even changed the outcome of it. So x5LIVE obviously not going to be too happy with that, but I mean, they're really taking it to IM tonight. That map was so close, of course, and you know, I think the rest of the maps that we see, I would not be surprised to see this going to 3 games, and I hope we do see a 3-map grand final for everyone tonight. Looks like Daffit now asking in chat what x5LIVE's pick of the map is, and who knows, mate, with now that x5LIVE are picking the map, then yeah, we could very well see them taking it out with a map that they might be a little bit more comfortable on.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they're going to pick at this stage, because you know, this one was the choice for Team Immunity. So what else have we got to choose from? Lockers was vetoed, as was Goldman. So we've got Dawnbreaker, Langkang, Rogue, and Zavod left in the mix. So it'll be interesting to see what is going to be the choice for these guys. As I said before, Zavod would probably be my favourite to see the action go in between it. But look, Rogue, Langkang, Dawn, they're all pretty even as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you know, maybe x5LIVE probably, I think, are confident on Langkang at least. You know, back with the Thames, definitely could be seeing that. Although Zavod is the pick now, so going to be seeing the tunnel action right there as we get into the Zavod map.
Nice stuff. Might take a quick little break and come back when that's live.
That's alright, guys. Stay tuned. We'll put on some music.
Check down.
Okay guys, here we are, right back into the action. Let's get this game underway. Countdown left is 1 second and we are live now on Zavod 311. I'm going to be rolling out with Floor Massacre. If you've just tuned in, this is the second game of the Mwave 5v5 Domination Cup Grand Final. I'm GoGoGadget and Dr Steve, mate. We've had a cracker of a first map. And it's not live.
Yeah, we have, on Paracel Storm, round 1, 46 to Team Immunity, round 2, 14 tickets to x5LIVE, going down to the wire with that one. But we are on our second map into what is Zavod 311. And on the blue side is x5LIVE, on the red side is Team Immunity. And Immunity getting off to a nice early lead, getting the A and C caps, and also putting some pressure over onto that B point. But it looks like x5 are responding, getting a couple of troops over onto A. Floor Massacre and Angus getting that cap done and getting themselves over towards the C point now. So the runner is on. Angus is going downstairs. Tico's staying above ground. So this will be interesting to see what happens when these guys start to make their way into the point. So Angus is just down in the... he's popped out of the tunnels now and just peeking down above. Deluxe has moved over towards the B point now and is starting to get a cap up there. So x5 have kicked back nicely, getting themselves 2 flags. Deluxe is going to be going head-to-head very shortly with System. So this is going to be good fun over on the B point as the fire is coming over and Deluxe winning that one, taking down System. Deluxe has switched up to the AEK 971, putting down the Scar H for a little while, but it looks like Deluxe getting another kill, taking down Shaddy NZ. So great work on defense over on that B point, but A looks where Team Immunity are pushing at the moment and have managed to secure that one. Looks like Vertex going down to, Optimal taking down by Vertex and Tico keeping back and taking down Valzo. Yes, x5 did lose A, but are re-securing that one now, Gadget.
Yeah, that's right. So that's going to be Shady NZ, the last member from IM, going down there on that A point, and now we're going to be seeing Optimal as he pushes in towards those tunnels, towards that last flag that's capped up by IM. As I'm saying that, though, the B flag now is the focus from IM. That's going to be Daffit, the only one needed to cap that one up. Angus RCH, though, sees him, can't quite connect with enough shots to take him down as he's hopping over those old Russian tanks over there. And the B flag, no, nice shooting from Angus RCH. I could barely even see Daffit there. So got some keen eyes over there, and that's going to earn him the point. As I say that, though, we've actually got, I think, another x5LIVE member spawning on their System, though, with the FAMAS. Looks like he's seen them, gets a few shots over, doesn't quite connect with any of them, as Daffit is going to be taking down Floor Massacre there. One more, or yeah, potentially one more x5LIVE member on the point there. Valzo is kind of darting around them. I think that was Tico, and he's just gone down. So finally, IM, they've capped out this B point. They've got C. Tickets are dead even. So once again, Steve, mate, we're seeing a very, very close start.
It is. And shout out to Neg and Spider Eyes in the chat at the moment. And apologies to Neg. I think I've removed the admin of the person that has been banning you. So that is good news for Neg there. But x5, even better news for them. It looks like they're on their way to a trip cap, holding A and B, with Optimal getting the cap done on the C point. So this is good news for them. 215 tickets reads 205 in favour of x5LIVE. So off to a nice early lead, and they seem to have the guys from IM a little bit on the back foot. They're a little bit segmented, but Systems come through getting a nice early kill, or no, sorry, it was one of his mates with him that got the kill. I think it was Shaddy taking down Floor Massacre and enabling those guys to push over onto B, and they've also secured up A amongst that action as well. So x5 are going to have to push back in to get themselves another flag and off that lead mark, Gadget.
Yes, and great shooting there from Shady, getting that double kill with the AEK. Just saw those two x5LIVE members just streaming right through the doors one after another. They paid for it, as Shady with another one with his AEK takes him out and secures, helps secure, I should say, that A point for Team Immunity. So right now, looking pretty good. But once again, we've got an even Stevens readout on the ticket count right here, as the C flag now is the only flag that x5LIVE hold. Looks like they're kind of feeling out the B point right here, although 3 IM members are defending it. Angus RCH pushing right into the middle of it right here. He's going to see one member, Daffit, goes down to his AEK, and this flag is now going to be capped up by x5LIVE. We've got one IM member though, Shady, coming around the back, gets a shot off, doesn't quite connect on the first member though. Tico goes down, and as Angus rounds the corner, he's down as well. Great shooting there from Shady. Another 2 kills for him and his AK, and we're going to be seeing a trip cap here, Dr. Steve.
I'm sorry, mate. I've just crashed the desktop, so I'll have to leave you with that one for the moment. I'll be back shortly.
That's all right, and we can actually take a look at this trip cap, and it's actually going for quite a while. Right now we can see there, that's going to be Angus RCH taking down Valzo right there. Tico taking down System, and, well, yeah, this is 2 flags actually now neutralized by x5LIVE, and it capped back. So I am not able to hold that trip cap for very long, but while they were, they definitely made use of it. 174 tickets, reads 190 right there. So doing a good job as Daffert now defending the point, gets under fire from there, kind of pops his head out back again, got his ace over there, but doesn't connect with any of those shots. Takes out his shorty, and with the second last bullet in the clip, takes down Angus RCH. That was a bit of an effort, but it pays off as IM are able to hold that B point. And again, it looks like IM are holding this A point right here. So they've got themselves another triple cap. This is not good news at all for x5LIVE. They need to do something about it. And it looks like Shady now is going to be the last man standing on this A point for IM. Trying to defend this one up as x5LIVE are capping it. The pressure is on. Fires through the wall, see if we can spot any of those guys capping it. He does see one. Comes under fire though. He's in trouble. 57 health left with that AK, although he's getting a few more members spawning onto him. He does manage to take down Deluxe though, as Daffert as well goes down with the Revs. So right now we're going to be seeing this A point kind of just capped up by IM again, as Floor Massacre right now took down Shady, flicked around, couldn't quite get the shorty shot off just before Valzo dropped. So right now, just taking a look at the tabletop view, as we can see, looks like the C flag is now the focus from IM. They know they need to defend it. x5LIVE, they are pushing in here. That's going to be Deluxe going down to Shady, and this C flag pretty much defended. So right now, x5LIVE only with 2 members up, both of them around this A flag right here. Tico with the shorty 12G gets a reload out as Floor Massacre cleans up the last remaining member of IM. No, not the last remaining member. That's going to be System, who takes down Tico and is just kind of darting in between everywhere there. And this is a pretty intense sort of action-filled little segment of the map here, mate. It's 135 tickets to 174, and we are going to be seeing now x5LIVE recapping this A point, and they really need to. 174 to 134.
They've done a good job, the guys from IM, since I disappeared last, getting themselves nice commanding position, but x5 kicking back now, getting themselves 2 flags, A and B, in their possession. Floor Massacre is going to have to defend up onto that A point as a couple of the guys coming in there. Takes down System, spins around, takes down Valzo, double for Floor Massacre with the Ace 23. Excellent stuff from him there. And it looks like x5 also pushing a couple of troops into those C grease pits, having a look with a little bit of a look in there. Optimal just goes down at the hands of Vertix and his Ace 23. Deluxe, it looks like he's going to get taken from behind. Valzo's there with the AEK. Actually, it looks like Deluxe is got a kill as well, so he might have thrown a grenade out or something like that, because he managed to take down Vertix after the fact. So not bad work there. A point still held by Team Exile 5. B's just been secured up by them now, and C is held by Immunity. I think might be time for another team speak, Cross. And,
yeah, absolutely.
What do you reckon? We'll listen into Exile 5 and see what they're plotting and scheming at the moment?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan, guys. So we will jump down into Exile 5's comms to see what they are thinking at this stage of the match.
Guy here, man. Guy here. Poster.
One
All
down.
over poster.
Behind that
And then,
Two down, two down.
Team X5 server, how's it going?
Down. Nice. Who's
Attack.
nice?
He's good.
A's lost.
Oh, wow.
Fuck no.
I had no idea, man, what's going on there. Fuck. I don't know how many's there, dude.
Yeah.
At least 2, 3. Oh.
Alright, we got 2 flags.
I'm spawning C.
Spawning B.
I'm watching unders,
Yeah,
bro.
let's see.
C, losing C, losing C.
Oh, C, unders, bro. They just
Go
walked
A,
in.
go A.
You were moved.
There we go, and like we just heard, that is x5LIVE really getting right into it there, and really kind of making sure that they're communicating well, you know, reporting positions, and like we heard, really in the zone, you could tell. So that's going to be them kind of almost coming even right now, mate, with Team Immunity. 109 tickets, Reeds 129.
Been good stuff from them. They've managed to go back a little bit, but it's still looking quite commanding for Immunity at this stage, and even more so as they wipe out the push that was coming over onto C. But it looks like, no, we've got a couple more guys that have spawned in. Deluxe is there, Floor Massacre's there, and also Tico's there. Also Floor Massacre, nice work from him. Long shot on Daffit as he was making a solo push over onto the B point, so managed to do a good bit of work there, but Immunity kicks back. C point is where they pushed 4 guys now and re-securing that. X5 did have a lot of guys in Deadpool, but they're spawning in now. Optimal is making the push over onto A. Looks like Deluxe is going head-to-head with Shaddy, and they've managed to trade blows there. So a bit of a sad face coming over from Shaddy in the chat about that trade. X5 holding on to 2 flags, but it looks like the A push is going to be pretty solid from Immunity now. They've got 2 guys in their Vertix, and also Daffit are on that A point. Coming under a lot of fire, 4 responders are there on the scene now for X5. Deluxe taking them both down, but Vertix managed to get 2 of Deluxe's mates down, Angus and Tico both going down, and Deluxe getting a trip, getting a 93R on Vertix. System ending that spree of Deluxe with the FAMAS. Optimal kicking back and taking down System, and Shaddy taking down Optimal. So these guys are just going through the motions and taking down one at a time. So great stuff there. And it looks like A is being capped up now by Team Immunity. C has been swapped around, and X5 have got that one in their possession. 82 tickets, Reeds 110. So still pretty close as Team Immunity makes the push into the C point, Gadget.
Yeah, that's right. So the C point right now is going to be in IM's hands. That's two flags for them, 81 to 108 tickets, as now their focus is kind of, looks like just on defending these 2 flags. You'll see IM, you know, very disciplined team, structured. They know when to hold, although holding might be a little bit tricky because 3 guys from x5LIVE now are pushing in towards this A flag. Tico taking some shots from across the room there. The x5LIVE have, IM have 1 member above on the top of those stacks right there, and right now we're going to be seeing Tico take down System with his suppressed FAMAS over here as he ducks in between, gets that long reload off, gets taken out though by Valzo. And right now the A flag looks like IM, they're the guys with more members on it. They're starting to get the cap up, although 2 x5LIVE members are left to defend. Are they going to be able to? We see 2 of them on the mini-map there. It's going to be Deluxe with the first kill onto Daffit in this defense. Valzo turns around, gets 1. Deluxe goes down. This flag is now in IM's hands, the only flag in fact that they control at the moment. Tico goes down again to the Valzo man. Can't take on 2 members though. That's going to be Angus RCH taking him down, and again we might see the B flag swapped over.
Yes, and it is a little bit of a disadvantage for X5. Optimal had dropped for them for about 2 minutes there, so they were playing a man down, which may explain why they lost that A point and have come under a lot of heavy fire. So again, losing another player in the match. That's not going well. The server gods aren't on the side of Team x5LIVE, but it looks now Optimal's back in the mix now, taking down System with a headshot from his Ace 52 close combat. B point is where the action is at. 2 guys in there for Immunity, trying to retain that cap. Valzo and Daffit are there, but we've also got Floor Massacre managing to get the kill on Daffit, but he's just been rezzed up now. So Shorty 12G coming over, taking down Daffit again, and also taking down System. So awesome stuff there. Double Shorty 12G kill, and Floor Massacre will re-secure that up, and it looks like a trip cap at the moment for x5LIVE. They're really upset about losing Optimal, and they've kicked into action. Yeah, absolutely right there. Look at that, 55 to 77. They are putting the bleed, putting the pressure back on, as Vertix does take out Floor Massacre though, stops the Massacre man streak and moves over towards that B flag now to cap this one out, as he's going to be able to. And looks like the bleed now is evening out a little, especially after IM will be taking back this this B flag right here. And the A flag though, looks like that's what the focus from x5LIVE is on. They've got a few members spawned over there defending out that one, as Tico takes down Valzo with the FAMAS, and the push is now coming onto the C flag. It is, and just having a quick look over there now, two guys making the push. Tico and Angus are there for Exile 5, securing that one, or getting a grey at least, but they will be uncontested, so they'll happily cap that one up, but Exile 5 are now losing the A point. 3 men, 4 men now for Immunity are over there. Shaddy's there, Valzo's there, System's there, Vertix is there, and it looks like Deluxe is coming around the side, and he's just walked straight past Valzo on his way into the A point as Valzo's making his way over onto C. So these guys may be trading the A and C flags. B flag looks like Optimal getting a little bit of a cap on that, and System's coming around to see, taking his flag away, exchanging some shots now. System not managing to get the kill, but may have got a couple of hits on now. Oh, coming under heavy fire and managing to take down Angus. So System doing a good job in defense over onto that B point, but he's lost the flag. He's going to come back in and try and recapture that one and see who is giving him a little bit of pain. No, they've managed to clean up Team Immunity, and they've got B and C points. So Exile 5 are now pushing from A over to C. So this is where we're heading at the moment. 58 tickets for each 25 in favour of Team Immunity in the first round of the second map there, Gadget.
Yeah, that's right. Team Immunity really putting on a nice show here. You know, Exile 5 doing their best, but with those unfortunate dropouts, you know, just might have knocked him out of kilter a little bit, as IM looks like Daffert there defending out that B flag. It gets one kill onto the members from Exile 5 pushing from C. So it looks like Exile 5 at the moment, they're the ones with two flags in their control. They need to keep this, they need to maintain this for a you know, a pretty decent period of time right now. They don't have many tickets to play with, down to 21 as Valzo goes down to Optimal there. Key member of IM that did go down, although in the meantime they've got 2 other guys on this A flag capping it up, and I think that's Optimal, the last member there, goes down to Shady's AK as IM capped that one up. Tico though still alive, spoke too soon, as C and A have been now capped up again by Team Immunity.
Unbelievable. These guys are just able to get themselves back in it, even when it looks like they've got no chance to get in on a flag. They push enough guys in, they put the fire in where it needs to go, and that's why they have 2 flags and the ticket lead at this stage. It may have been helped along by Optimal's drop, but it looks like they're sitting quite comfy. 8 tickets remaining, the music's playing, so this is going to go down in favour of Team Immunity for the first round. It's a similar margin to what we saw in the first map. So this is interesting stuff. Still a lot of kills coming over. System taking down Tico in and around that A point, and it looks like that one that was just secured up by Exile 5 is going to go back into the hands of Team Immunity. We do have Angus making his way into the C point, managing to get a nice kill with his AEK on Valzo. Optimal taking down Daffert as well. So the last dying moments of the match, the guys from X5 are holding on to the B and C points, trying to scrape off as many tickets as they can from IM's lead at the moment, give themselves a better chance heading into the second half, and it looks like they've got them down to about 24 tickets, so I think that's where we will see this one rest up, as the guys from Team Immunity have got themselves 2 flags and the lead does the rest of it. 24 tickets to 0 is the margin in the first half of the second map there, Gadget.
There we go. So really good job there by Team Immunity, taking once again the first half of the map. So we're going to be seeing the scoreboard right now, as Vertix went huge this map actually, 32 and 10. So you know, putting a big number on the scoreboard there. The rest of IM, you know, around about the 20, 26 or 16, round about that mark. What have we got over on the Exile 5 side, mate?
Tico going even Stevens, 25 all for him. Angus with 20 kills, and Optimal has dropped out again. So hopefully he'll be back shortly, or maybe they'll find someone with more stable Abbott internet tonight.
Yeah, that's right. So shout out to the Abbott internet. That's definitely keeping the stream back a little bit, and we'll blame that for the various disconnects that Exile 5 have had at the moment. But for now, it looks like we are getting the restart. We are not live this restart though, from the looks of things, as Optimal still needs to get connected back again. And in the meantime, I could do a few shout outs into the chat there. We've got a few familiar faces. Phantom with the you know, very inventive little copy paste arenas there. Looks like he's having a fun time. We've got Neg in chat and a couple of other guys as well. So big shout out to everyone watching tonight. And of course, the VOD of this stream will be up straight after we've finished the stream, and also tomorrow on the x5LIVE YouTube channel.
Yes, that's it. Hopefully we will have that one up very shortly after the match. Depending on how long it goes, will be the time it takes me to upload. So we'll work on that as soon as we can. But look, you know, what the margin we were looking at, 24 tickets. It's not a huge number, especially when we're playing with 251 tickets. It's not a large margin, but the guys from X5 are going to need to be careful. They don't want to leave themselves too uncovered. They want to get 2 flags and just lock down. I think they quite enjoyed holding the A and B points for the most part, but we will see what their decisions are. What do you think is crucial for X5 to ensure we can go to a third map, mate?
Well, X5 at the moment, you know, they've been kind of almost keeping even with IM. They've kind of often started off pretty well, like we saw last map. You know, they do have the ability to get those triple caps on. They have the ability to get the double caps. It's just been IM's just been able to hold those, I feel, for a little bit more. So maybe, you know, if x5LIVE just kind of cool it a little bit, maybe play, you know, maybe a touch more defensively on the flags, or just a little bit less mobile. We can see, you know, the main differences between IM and x5LIVE's playstyle. It seems like IM, you know, they know exactly when to hold, and that potentially has meant that they have held those double caps longer and really kept their ticket lead. So who knows, maybe that, or maybe Optimal could just not disconnect, and that might help them as well. But like we've seen, Abbott Internet, bit of a wild beast, mate.
It is, and as I said before, you know, we've got poor internets, but we're doing the best that we can. And looking over, I think in terms of what you were saying before with the rollouts from X5, they do have a very strong rollout, and we do see them really push and hold 2 flags off the start of the match. But in the mid game, I think for them, sometimes they get a little bit scattered, a little bit disjointed. I don't know whether that's comms or whether it's rotations, but that seems to be where their struggle is. But I think that if they can keep that together, if they can keep 5 men in the server, they've got a really good chance of pushing this one out to a third, which is what I want to see.
Oh, absolutely. So right now we will be live very soon, and you know, the 21 was it 21 ticket margin that you know, we saw in the
24.
first half. 24, sorry, 24. Very doable for x5LIVE to come over that. You know, if it was something more like you know, more like 60, something around that margin, then it would definitely be a struggle. But you know, 24 tickets, if you know, not a very large margin. So right now we are going to be live on restart as the teams just restart the server so we can get everyone into the right teams for this second half of the map here for the mwave.com.au 5v5 Battlefield for Domination tournament. We will be live very soon. So for now, it looks like there we are into the map now. Countdown is 21 seconds before we head into this, and IM, you know, they've got to be feeling it. If they do take out this second half, then they will be crowned the winners. They will get the first place and the trophy, and the make-believe trophy, of course, and all of the bragging rights that come with it. So we're going to be seeing the countdown tick down 2-1, and we're live.
Excellent stuff. Rolling out on the Russian side, the blue side is Team Immunity. On red, the US side is Team Exile 5. So we do see a nice early push from Exile 5. Floor Massacre making his way into the C point. Angus making his way, slow push over onto A, whilst we've got 3 members making the way over towards the B point, coming head-to-head with 3 members of the Team Immunity. So it looks like it's trade 1-for-1 over there. Shady taking down Deluxe, Optimal taking down Daffod. Valzo now making the difference, taking down Optimal. It looks like Tico is going to go head-to-head with 3 people, and that doesn't work. Shady's taken him down with the AEK, and Valzo has also taken down Deluxe. So good early push. It was might have been the caster's curse, but looks like IM have had the superior rollout for this second half start. And X5 actually have made the push now over onto the A point, have secured that one up and got themselves off the bleed. So tickets are even at this stage, 244 apiece, mate.
Yeah, there we go. So right now the C flag, it looks like, is the focus here for x5LIVE. They've defended that one up nicely. All of IM are down. And like we said, very even start. In fact, 236, 243 at the moment. Deluxe actually runs into it. No, tries for the knife onto Shady. Bit of a risky move there. Does manage,
mate.
Yeah, and Shady there. I think he knew that could have turned bad for Deluxe, but going for the swag points always recommended in the grand final. But right now, it is going to be the A flag capped up now by IM.
Yeah, great stuff. They're making the push over onto A, but it looks like the defense is sitting pretty solid for Immunity, going head-to-head with Shady and also Valzo, and it looks like Valzo's taking down Angus. So good work from him, and it means that the guys from Exile 5 are holding on to 2 flags only, B and C. A point is held up by the guys from Immunity, and now Immunity making the push over towards B flag. 3 guys moving over there now. System, Vertix, and also Daffit. Daffit getting a kill on Tico, who was the lone defender for Exile 5 over on that point. So good work from them. They managed to secure up that B point and making their way through to C. A is being secured up now by the guys from Exile 5, and C is going to go berserk in just a moment. It's a couple of kills coming over now. Tico taking down Valzo, Daffit taking down Tico, and then rezzing his mate Valzo. So good stuff from both of these teams in the melee at the moment. B point is now being slowly capped up by 2 guys from Exile 5. Floor Massacre and Deluxe are over there, and it looks like Immunity are just scattering themselves between the C and A points. So it's really hard to follow what's going on. There's a whole lot that I bet you're having trouble working out where to put the camera, mate.
Yeah, there's action all around the map, that's for sure right now. But let's take a look, see if we can focus onto the C point right now. It is in IM's control, but XL5 capping it out now. And Valzo looks like he's going to try and stop that. Coming around the front of it with his AEK from the looks of things. Going to poke his head in there. Sees one member, doesn't quite connect with those shots. That's going to be Deluxe taking him down and leaving to tell the tale as the other 2 members from IM. Looks like Daffit actually moving towards that B flag, but he has a lot of Exile 5 members around him there, so he's going to get dropped. Floor Massacre taking him out, capping up that B flag. Although once again, IM have the double cap. C and A flag are in their possession as Angus RCH on that C flag, getting a few kills, gets one, goes down to System and his FAMAS there. Optimal, the last Exile 5 member standing in that flag, goes down again. So now the focus, mate, is on towards the A flag for X5.
That's it. We do have a couple of guys over there. Angus is there getting a bit of a cap on at the moment. Deluxe spawned in and took down System. So a few things happening in around that A point, and X5 securely capped that one up quite well. Shady's just sitting at the back of those rooms at A, having a little bit of a peek, deciding what he wants to do, if he's going to push in or whether he's going to sit back. Oh, he's had a mate spawn off him there, and looks like they're getting a couple of the kills over now. So Daffit taking down Angus, and it looks like IM are going to be able to secure up that A point. No worries. B point is held up by Exile 5, and they're making the push on to C now. So they're going to go head-to-head on the C point very shortly as X5 starting to get a slow cap on that one now, but defenders coming in, responding quite well for Immunity to see what they can do. 184 tickets reads 211 in favour of the guys from X5, so still with a lead, and enough of a lead to probably give them the match at this stage. 24 tickets was the margin, so it's pretty close on that, as we see X5 cap up 2 flags again. B and C are in their favour, Gadget.
Yeah, and in the meantime, we just took a look at Optimal getting the double kill with that AEK there, the silenced AEK, in fact, under the flags onto IM, and right now it is Exile 5 going for the trip cap. Deluxe takes one member down, takes another down with the help of Vertix, with the help of, no, he did in fact with the AEK, so triple cap for Exile 5. Great shooting there by Deluxe. IM just rushing into that one a little bit too fast, and just putting themselves in compromising positions, but Deluxe going to be pretty happy about that one. The ticket score is good for Exile 5. 209 reads 157 at the moment as IM finally get the cap back onto the A flag to try and lessen the bleed, but there's still 1 flag down, so the focus might be on towards the C flag here. We've got a few guys, Vertix and co, rotating towards this B flag, this C flag I should say, and seeing if they can get the cap happening down there as Vertix heading down through the tunnels, changes his mind, heads on the outside instead. Some kind of fire happening. Looks like Valzo and crew have capped up that B flag right now, so the focus is now on to C. Tico goes down to Vertix, and the fight is on here, mate.
Yeah, it is, and it looks like I am going to have a heavy push onto there. Deluxe has gone into the A pit and will be securing that up, and a few of his friends have spawned up to the northwest side, so they'll be able to make a push through to B, and we'll go head-to-head with Daffet very shortly. So getting a couple of shots over now, Daffet, but he's been taken down by Floor Massacre. He did manage to wipe out Optimal before that all went down, but now the push is coming for x5LIVE. They're making a three-man push over onto the B point now. Floor Massacre's in there by himself. He's been Optimal's hanging back a little bit and is circling around behind to see what he's able to do. Oh, nice trade there with Optimal and Shaddy taking each other out. So a little bit unfortunate there, but Floor Massacre has managed to cap up that B point. A has been contested by IM, and they've done that successfully. Another trade coming over from Valzo. No, sorry, Valzo took down Tico. It looks like System took down Daffy. A bit of a team kill coming in there, so not so much of a trade, more of a team kill action there. So here we go. The push is on the A point for X5. A couple of the guys making their way through those back doors as they spawn in. Nice spawn for them, and they'll be happy with that as they're able to cap that up. Deluxe doing the heavy lifting and sorting out that flag gadget.
Yeah, that's right. So that flag is now going to be capped up by x5LIVE and IM. It looks like we've got the rest of them kind of rotating around the place, kind of some defending C. It looks at things, we've got Valzo still around this kind of middle A and B area, kind of looking towards that A flag. We've got also Daffet spawning in there, getting the cap onto this B flag. So hopefully he doesn't get team killed by the medic bag again. But looks like that is now being capped up. Danger has been sort of negated a little bit, and now Shady is doing the defense work on this C flag right here, getting some shots onto the incoming members of x5LIVE that are coming through that door right there. Takes down, I think that was Vertix right there. No, sorry, Tico goes down himself.
Yeah, Optimal for them sitting in the commander seat of that tank, and has managed to take him out, and it means that x5 have made a good push and capped up that C point. The action is on over at A at the moment, just having a quick look there now. Vertix managing to get a nice kill on Floor Massacre and also Angus. So Team Immunity have secured up that A flag. Looked like that was touch and go for them for a moment, but they've done a good job. And Vertix and friend Valzo are making the push over towards C now, which is held by x5LIVE. It's their lone flag. They need to get another one because their buffer is counting down quickly. 124 tickets reads 147, still in favour of x5LIVE, but as we remember, 24 tickets was the margin in the first round, and we are sitting around that mark at the moment in terms of the margin, so we may see this one go down to 2 odd tickets again, and I really hope it does, but I would like to see it go to a third map, mate.
Yeah, that would be great, but right now we're seeing a pretty close map nonetheless, as the C flag is now capped out by IM. They've lost out that A flag as Angus RCH goes down to Valzo's AEK right there, and this B flag does get capped up. Valzo's going to come outside, sees one member, already been taken down by Daffet there as he's kind of knocking that girder around, and he is running towards this A flag right now, sees someone, takes him down with a headshot. That's going to be Deluxe going down there, and IM now closing the gap, only about 4 tickets in at 123 reads 127 at the moment, and they are well and truly in control of these two flags, doing a nice job not pushing, just holding them.
Yeah, the lockdown has been slim for IM at this stage in the match. They've done a really good job, and there were a couple of pushes coming out, lone man pushes, hopefully to have people spawn on them, but they've been shut down by Immunity, and at the moment, here we go, System taking down Tico, Optimal taking down Vertix. Shout out to the guys over in the Twitch channel. Neg's been shouting out for, we have been talking about Neg a little bit, and the Neg 5 admin 2014 campaign, so that's going well, I hear. But back to the action at hand, and it looks like Immunity really starting to take that ticket margin and run with it. 122 reads 101 there, Gadget. Yeah, so very, very close, but of course x5LIVE, they don't want close, they want a 24 at least ticket lead coming into this one. So IM, they've kind of really
turned it up a notch right here, and they're still maintaining control of those two flags. Maybe not for long though, as Valzo goes down to Floor Massacre there. The fight is on in this C flag. We can see Floor Massacre again taking down an IM member. That's going to be Vertix going down to his Ace 23, as this C flag is now capped up by x5LIVE. Yes, by x5LIVE from the looks of things. IM though, they've got 3 members on it. They spawned onto it. They want this flag back. That's going to be Vertix taking down Tico, Optimal taking down System, I think, around the B flag instead. And the fight here is still on. It looks like IM have re-secured that C flag. x5LIVE could not hold it for long, and now Valzo pushing on towards this B flag right here with his AK. Sees someone behind the tank. Not enough to get him from behind that little head glitch there, but it looks like now this B flag is where all the action's at, mate.
Yep, Valzo was up, now he's down. Angus doing a good job with the AEK, taking him down. Chatty taking down Angus though, and it looks like IM will hold on to that B point. C is where x5 are now turning their efforts. Tico's just been wiped off the map by Daffit and his Ace 23. Still a couple of the guys from x5 in there, but they've had to retreat, regroup, get ready for some guys to spawn in for them. Angus is probing, pushing, he's downstairs and being wiped out by Vertix. Daffit getting a double kill, Ace 23, Deluxe and Tico both going down at his hands, and I think we're at a turning point in the match. It's very hard for the guys from x5 to get a foothold at this stage, and the ticket margin is really starting to blow out. 106 tickets reads 67 in favour of Team Immunity, so we may not see this third map come to fruition, mate.
Yeah, maybe not right here. I mean, it is certainly looking pretty grim for x5LIVE at the moment. They need, I want to say, a triple cap to pull this one off and to actually hold it for a decent period of time. Right now, though, they're going for the C flag, and even if they can just maintain that, maybe IM, might lose it a little bit towards the end, but that's all the x5LIVE can be hoping for at the moment, as they do, have this double cap. They're securing that up. Tico takes down System with a FAMAS again. And it looks like x5LIVE in some nice positions to hold these points, which is exactly what they need to do. Valzo goes down, not before he takes down 2, potentially even 3 members of x5LIVE in towards that A point right there. Some fire comes in from the outside onto Floor Massacre and co. Floor does take down, I think that was Valzo just before. And this A flag is still in x5LIVE's control. And in fact, they might actually get this trip cap, mate.
Yes, very good stuff. They must have heard us and said, no, we haven't lost this yet. We're going to give this a good old go. And they're getting themselves a nice bit of tickets now. They're coming in their favour, but we don't have a whole lot to play with. 79 reads 58 in favour of Team Immunity, but with the trip cap still being held up by x5 at the moment, they're sitting pretty. C looks to be where the push is for Immunity now. 3 guys coming in there now. Systems there, Valzo's there, and we also have another gent that I'm not able to click on at the moment. Chatty's the other one and managing to take down Floor Massacre. So there we go. Immunity are off the three flag lead and are now only on the 2 flag lead, pushing System over onto the B point. Immunity looking pretty happy with that, and also pushing 2 guys over onto A. So all flags are grey as these they're all changing hands. A nice game of musical chairs going on at this stage, Gadget.
Yeah, that's right. And x5LIVE come out on the back end of that one. They've only got the C flag right now, although rotating in towards A, where IM don't actually have any members defending it just yet. Although it looks like Valzo now rotating back to try and defend it. Tico takes him down though. That's going to be A now in the hands of x5LIVE. In the meantime, we've got some more swaps happening. C flag now capped up by IM. x5LIVE taking out this B flag. Now it's a one-on-one between Angus and System. System comes out the worst for wear on that one. Not before one member actually spawned onto him. So Optimal now in a little bit of trouble. This B flag now getting capped out by IM. He's got some helpful, some friends there spawning onto him. Valzo takes him down though. Deluxe gets shady in the meantime, as Tico actually got killed for a suicide there. Not so good news for him. But this B flag in the end has been capped out by IM.
It has, and IM are getting themselves in a position to lock, and they're looking happy. Oh, x5 have just done a mass spawn over onto this C point, so they're going to be looking quite happy in a moment when that one's in their favour. Yes, and they've almost wiped Immunity off the map. We do only have 1 member standing for them at the moment. Shorty 12G shots coming out like crazy. Tico getting Chatty and Vertix down. berserk. Oh, here we go. Just kicked back. Daffet was there with the Ace-23, taking him down. Optimal's making the push over towards the B point, and 4 members for Immunity are pushing on to C now. So a little bit of a swap over is occurring at the moment. Oh, Optimal's just spawned in, and he's sorry, it was Tico that spawned into a world of hurt. Managed to take down Daffet, but Shaddy took him down. Looks like Angus and Deluxe have both got kills for themselves over towards the A and C flags. So it looks like X5 got 2 flags again. A and C are in their possession, but the scorecard is not looking good. 27 tickets is all they have in their favour. 24 was the margin that we had from the first round. So this is just about over. Only 2 tickets left for them now, mate.
Yeah, that's right. So once those 2 tickets tick down, then I am going to be very happy about that, as this A flag now taken out by IM into a neutral, and we've got 2 members there guarding that one up, Shady, and 1 more. That's going to be System. Actually going down to XL5 though. Shady gets down Optimal instead with the frag, in fact. And there we are. The GGs come out. This is going to be Team Immunity, your champions for the 5v5 mwave.com.au Domination Cup. That's a big one, but it's been a pretty well-deserved win here, mate. And, you know, 84%, I think the majority was right on this one. I am just in a league of their own.
Look, I think that X5 were quite powerful tonight, but just not enough. In terms of their position, they deserve to be in this final, and they've given it a red-hot go. It could have gone either way, and in terms of the margins, they haven't been massive. It's been the sort of battlefield that we do want to watch, and you know, the 5s give us a different perspective. It's much different to the sort of the 10s that we do get to see more often, or we have in terms of battlefield before. Scoreboards come up, so we may as well pay respects to the guys that have done a good job. 37 tickets for Valzo, so he's consistently 30 bombs tonight. I think it was only in the first round of this map that he missed out on the 30 bomb, but look, doing a great job. 37 kills, 19 deaths, 25-16 for Vertix, and Shaddy also doing a good job with 27 kills, 12 deaths. Over on X5, mate.
Over on XL5, we've got Deluxe there, 24-23. They're leaving the server now, but I think that was round about the average score for them. Optimal going 18-24, so not even the best match, but did manage to stay connected, which was a positive, as everyone's leaving out the server now, and that is it. And, you know, you're absolutely right. XL5, if you're in their situation, got to be pretty, you know, can't be too disappointed. They really did come close. Just 24 tickets in that very final map there, pipping them at the post. I am with the win there, so hopefully we can get a few Q&As happening here with some of the guys from XL5. It looks like we've got Floor and Deluxe, and now Shady in the chat room here as well. So Dr. Steve, take it away with some questions.
Yeah, excellent. I will have a chat to Deluxe from Team Exile 5, mate. You seem to have the worst luck when it comes to these big matches and keeping your guys in the server, mate. Bit of hard luck there with Tico and Optimal dropping out for you.
We got to the end of that and just laughed. I mean, well done to the IM boys. They played fantastically tonight, as you'd expect, and yeah, but we just had a good chuckle right at the end of it, because I don't think we've ever played a finals match where we haven't had major dropouts in, and both times when they dropped out we were winning as well, and then when they rejoined we were losing, so it's just
bad luck.
Yeah, really sucks, but I'll blame Dice for that one. But other than that, now we enjoyed it. My voice is going a little bit, obviously.
You should hear mine at the moment.
Yeah. But no, it was a good match. I played really well. It was really close. That's all you can really hope for from a grand final, bar the dropouts. But yeah, good games overall.
Excellent stuff. Floor, how'd you fare tonight fighting it out on the ground, mate?
It was good, man. Like, we went in the game, like, we knew the Iron Boys are going to be, like, super aggressive. So we tried to, like, counter their aggression. And a lot of the times we kind of, like, fighting those guys kind of outside of like the capture points, and just unfortunately, like, a few times there, we, like, you know, we couldn't clutch, we couldn't get, you know, the 2v2s or the, you know, 3v3s or whatever. And look, our guys played well, you know, like, we had minimal prac, fairly new team and stuff like that. Look, we we didn't want to lose like by 200-300 0. We kind of wanted to give the IM guys like a good run, and I think we did that.
No, excellent stuff. It was close, and we did say in the chat that this is the sort of battlefield matches we want to see. We want to see it go close down to the wire, and I think you guys delivered on that tonight. I'll cross over to you, Gadget, to have a chat to the IM boys.
Yeah, sure. So the IM guys, obviously you guys, picked the first map, Paracel Storm, and was there any particular reason for that? You just felt a little bit more comfortable on Paracel than the other maps, or did you have any specific strats planned out for it?
You go definitely, for can't understand me too much.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll translate for Shady. I don't know. We were worried about going into this because obviously X5 has played Paracel just as much as we have on CG. Rogue, we played him before, and we're a bit hesitant about that. So we figured clearly we've got the most experience as far as Paracel, as far as we're concerned. So pick Paracel, see how it goes. Leave it up to the infantry skill again.
It's probably our most played map in that tournament, so we're pretty confident on it.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. So, obviously, you guys, your veto as well. That was earlier on, and I'm just trying to remember. That was Golmud, of course. So, do you feel that X5 were, pretty strong on Golmud? Is that why we did that veto?
They haven't actually played it, but I think it's just a map that could go either way, just because no one's done any work on it. So, we didn't really have a bar of how we could perform. So, we just wanted to get rid of it, really.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I think something to mention in regards to this one. I mean, we've played just about every map in the pool, and Golmud's by far the least played map. So leaving it down to chance essentially on who's just randomly going to perform on that map didn't really feel worth risking it, just in case they did try and pick it.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Oh, that sounds good, guys. And I think, Dr. Steve, unless we got any more questions to ask, we will wrap up the cast here. And of course, thanks to both of your teams, x5LIVE and Team Immunity. It's been a pretty awesome cup to cast, and hopefully for everyone watching on the Twitch live stream to watch as well. And I think that's just about it for me.
I will say a final thanks to mwave.com.au in terms of running the tournament, and also their sponsors, AMD, Azus and Kingston HyperX. So the $2 prize pool will be split between all of the winners, and unfortunately, Tico won't get his Nike Airs, but he might have to settle on a pair of Dunlop volleys.
Shame. Oh well, that's all right. I'm sure Tico will manage there. But yeah, that's just about it from us for tonight, guys.
Can I just butt in? Sorry.
Sure, absolutely.
I just want to add a massive thanks to Mwave as well, Chris. Pretty much Battlefield in Australia would be dead without that man. That single guy has supported this community for years now, since BF3, and loves the game, loves the community, and without him we would literally have nothing. We would be playing for absolutely nothing. So a massive shout out to him, because without him none of this is possible. So we're really in debt to Chris, and continuing to support it, and all these little spin-offs like the BF3 tournament, the BF2 tournament, the BF2 142 tournament have all been sponsored by Chris. There's prizes for every single one. So yeah, just a massive shout out to that guy, because yeah, he's awesome.
A big thanks from IM for the same reason. The support is amazing, and as Deluxe said, it would have been dead pretty damn quickly without that. And also to X5 for casting. You guys put in a lot of work each night where the matches are on, and provide good entertainment, so thank you.
Great.
Cheers, guys. Great to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, once again, a big shout out from us as well to Chris and everyone who makes this possible. But I think that just about wraps us up, guys. Thanks for watching.